It's not a walkthrough, playthrough, review, anything like that. It's just me playing the game badly so you can see what it looks like. Okay then, this is 3D Starstrike on this Sinclair Spectrum 48K, and this I mean, you can see what this is. It's Star Wars, isn't it, really? Just without TIE fighters, and they've changed just enough to not get into trouble with Lucasfilm as they were back then. But it's and Atari, who made the original Atari Star Wars arcade game. But this is very much a clone of the Atari Star Wars arcade game, and this came out a good couple of years, if I remember rightly, before the Spectrum conversion of that arcade game. And this is it's a good clone. It works well. You know what it is you're playing. It's different enough to not be in trouble that you know what you're playing. And for an 8-bit machine, it's really impressive. I mean, the Spectrum, it has no 3D hardware. It's not designed for this kind of thing. But the Z80 processor is just so, well, I assume, because I'm not yet a programmer, and I doubt that I'll be learning Z80 architecture. I'll be learning Java, so that's irrelevant and stuff. But you know, it's clearly, given what they've been able to pull off with the Spectrum and indeed the Game Boy in terms of 3D, it's got to be a pretty versatile and flexible CPU in a way that maybe the 6502 isn't. Now there's probably going to be loads of 6502 programmers and fans and whatnot who are going to say, you don't know what you're talking about, and it's true, I don't. I don't know if it's a more versatile CPU or not, but I do know that you see this kind of thing coming off of Z80 powered computers and console-y things that you don't see coming off of 6502 powered things. But maybe there are some and I just haven't seen them. Either way, I don't care. This impresses me a lot. Because any kind of version, rendition, whatever of Star Wars on an 8-bit computer is just going to impress the crap out of me. Yeah. That just conjures images that don't bear considering. Sorry. What's impressive as well, apart from the fact that it's got a good frame rate, is that the crosshair is very controllable. If you try and play Atari Star Wars, say using MAME, and you're playing it with a joystick or a joypad, it is not controllable. You just can't do it. The crosshair is like either right at the top or right at the bottom or right to the left or right to the right. Yeah, it's not playable. But this, you can pretty much put that crosshair where you want it, and that's impressive. I mean, never mind the system they're doing it on, the fact that you can do it at all when more modern systems struggle with it. You know, you can do it with a mouse, but to be able to do it with a joystick is clever, and it impresses me. Maybe I'm easily pleased, I don't know, but it does. The noise amuses me. I played this on the Enterprise 64, and I think this is faster than the Enterprise version, but the sound on the Enterprise was a lot better than this. Spectrum sound is, well, it is what it is. You know, there is something kind of amusing and nostalgic about it. Cool. Oops. It's possible to like it. I prefer Spectrum games with this little tiny beeper than the later 128+2 or whatever with the Yamaha chip. I would rather have it making these funny tiny little squeaks and beeps. purely for nostalgia reasons, this is how I remember it sounding. Give me a 48K rubber keyboard jobby over the later models any day. Yay, I blew up whatever that is. Is it it's obviously not the Death Star. Is it Star Killer Base? They foresaw stuff decades before it happened. It must be some kind of... they used the Force. Not so clear is the future with the Force. Something. Blah. Yay. It sounds like... it sounds like a forest full of angry frogs. I don't know why a forest... I suppose it's a rainforest, isn't it? It's a rainforest full of angry frogs. And crickets. There's a cricket in there somewhere as well. Yeah. We're on Dagobah. That's what it is. They got the sound effects from Dagobah. Oops. Oopsie. Oops. Oops. Yeah. I'm concentrating too much on the tower tops and forgetting about the fireballs, such as they are. I'm forgetting about the blobby balls. Oops. Oh dear, oh god. How are my shields? Not great, but still, we're doing respectably, maybe. I don't know, I don't care. Oh yeah. That's something you can't really do effectively with a mouse that you could do with the with the yoke controller, and I struggle to do with the tilt controls on my phone. Is the whole up-down business with these. Oh dear. But it works well on here with the joystick. I don't know why no one has ever made a yoke type controller. You know, the exact controller that you need to play Star Wars. I bet there'd be, oh dear, I bet there'd be a market for it. I mean, I've toyed with the idea of making one, but I don't know how easy it would be. You know, get a steering wheel controller and an analog joystick or whatever, and take the whatever they are, rheostats or things out of them, and stick them in something that I knock up out of, I don't know, bits of wood and bamboo, who knows. Stuff that I buy from B&Q. I can make things. I'm doing a design course. I know how to make things. I'm just not so good with the electronics. But I could rip apart some other controllers and just use their bits. It's just steering wheels. They're expensive. Come here. I'm quite surprised to still be alive. That's not going to last long. My shields are just utterly mullered. Yeah. Dying soon. Oh dear. There we go. Game over. 475, no, what? Yes, 475,700. That's not bad, I suppose. I don't know if that's bad or not, actually, but I'm quite pleased with it. Level 4, that'll do. That is 3D Starstrike on the Sinclair Spectrum. I like it a lot. It is it's in my top 5 Spectrum games. I probably don't have more than 5 Spectrum games that I like particularly. I'm not a fan of it, but that I've always thought is great. Wow, that's probably going to shock and upset a few people. I'm not a fan of the... I'm going to have to talk more, actually, on my thoughts on the Spectrum in an upcoming video. I've got this planned already. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. Yeah. I'll go now. Thank you for watching.
Right. Hit the subscribe button. or I'm getting naked on camera. Go on, do it. Right, you asked for it. Ha! You asked for it. Ha! Ha! Oh.